With Easter around the corner, today I would like to paint a hand in a very easy, spontaneous, loose way. Hi friends, I'm Olga Koelsch, watercolor artist, teacher and a book author. Welcome to my studio. First of all, let's make a drawing. And at the reference I see that it's almost square shape. Then I will make it circle underneath. We can't see the legs, but we will improvise something later on. So the head around this, about 1/4, like this. And here will be the body, some very loose lines, and just to find out the main parts. For example, wings will be important for us. And of course, let's pay attention to the face and to the eye. When we paint, when we draw animals, eye is very important. It's very catchy. Pay a little bit of attention into it, even if the rest will be very loose, very flowing. Now let's draw a beak and all these, how you call these parts, combs on the head, underneath the neck. And this part, the tail part, also consists of two parts, the body part and these fine feather parts, which will look a little bit different. So this is the drawing. Let's lighten up pencil marks and paint. For painting, I might use salt, so I will keep it next to me. I have very bright brown. It's transparent Mars red. If you do not have this one, burnt sienna will be also a great choice. And I might also add some reds or pinks and yellows. Let's see how it will go. So I use my Mars red and a small brush, and I start to cover the head with small brush strokes like this, and sometimes I leave a little bit space between, and I'm not touching the eye. Usually there is sunlight on the top, and therefore we have a lot of either white or light areas on the top of the head. More close to the beak, the more close to the beak, the darker brush strokes are. A little bit of alizarin crimson, and also it will move us organically to paint this comb. I just dilute, wash my brush, and with wiggling move create nice comb. Now let's go underneath the eye. It's also a nice mix between Mars red and alizarin crimson. Will be very lovely here. And small little details I make just with the tip of my brush, but basically it's just brush strokes arranged accordingly how the feathers are organized on the head. Sometimes I almost do not have water on my brush and the brush strokes are pretty dry. You can see it right here. I would like to add a bit lighter orange. Basically, I'm not painting details. I'm just sliding my brush. And we can see like this. That's one part of the feathers. So let's first paint this. I add a bit of sepia, a bit bolder mix of my Mars red, because right underneath the beak there will be shades. So I just paint shades right here. And then dry brush strokes like this. Now I would like to switch to a bigger brush, and I would like to water all the body. Yes, I think I will just cover all the body of the hand, and then prepare different mixes. A little bit more on the pink side, a little bit more on the brown side. You see how beautiful this brown is, but burnt sienna also will be absolutely great here. So I try to arrange my brush strokes according to the feathers. Painting wet in wet, can add slightly darker paints to the different areas, for example behind the wing. It will slightly separate body parts one from another. This is my burnt sienna. So I just mix different shades of brown, pink colors I have. We don't see legs on this picture, so we can just very spontaneous. And now a couple of flat brush strokes. Let's add more shades to the upper part. And now let's add some salt. I would like to add salt mostly on the tail part and a little bit on the wing. When you play around with salt, try to find some areas. No need to salt everything. So I think around the wing would be nice, and the tail. Let it dry, let it work by itself, and let's finish the face. The beak is very light, so I just dilute my Mars paint. Paint the beak. Very organically moves into beard. And if you have other ideas of paintings, feel free to tell me in comments. I will try to choose some of them if there will be enough time. And of course, if you would like to learn painting watercolor with me, you are always welcome to join my... And now comes the eye. I think I will make it a little bit more black. Leave some white area when you paint an eye, because eyes are very glossy, and when the light shines onto an eye, there is always light, very light spot. While it's drying, I will add a little bit of details to the beak. The top part is very bright, and let's divide it. It's probably the face. The head is the most detailed part, and the rest we just hoping everything will work. Actually, one thing we can do now with the body, get some relatively diluted mix and maybe add a couple of splashes. And again, we just leave it all dry, because we are concentrated on painting the eye. Mix black and sepia, and with the tip of my brush, I will paint the upper part. Don't forget to leave white areas. You can make this angle, the inner angle of the eye, a little bit deeper with more brush strokes, about like this. Darker brush strokes in beak. Now let's add, there is one more behind, dark one. So I used my alizarin crimson mixed with sepia to make it darker, and also I will divide these two. I would like to add a couple of brush strokes, just dry brush strokes around. I already like the texture we are getting, but let's add just a couple of details to the tail. So middle parts of the feathers, a little bit of their edges. Basically, again, not so much of details, brush strokes, a little bit more wet brush strokes, dry brush strokes, very brave brush strokes, if I can say that. And now we can add more texture, like this. Maybe a little bit more of texture onto the bottom. Dry brush strokes. You can even hear the sound that it is really dry. Changing of direction of feathers. So I also set my brush into the other direction and add a little bit of shades here. Let's imagine how the footer goes, something like this. Salt left very nice, feathery, fluffy texture. One last thing I would like to do with almost dry brush, I will slide my brush around in a couple of in some areas. No need to cover all the body like this, but it's nice. It will connect the head with the body. I will add it probably just on the on the left side, like this, and some brush strokes to the wing. And our hen is ready. Thank you so much for painting with me. I hope you enjoyed the process. I'm looking forward to know what would you like to paint next. See you soon. Bye bye.